Before we get into the activities, we wanted to reflect back on some of the progress to date and share preliminary foundations information, including our draft framework and goals. While these foundations are not the focus of this workshop, they are important context for scenarios exploration. Through the latter half of 2020, the community came together during Phase 1 of Reimagine Nanaimo to share initial insights, what matters most, what concerns they have, and ideas for the future. Many perspectives were shared and key themes have emerged. This input, coupled with background research, has helped identify 12 themes from public engagement that provide important direction for planning our future. Access to nature and outdoor recreation is one of the very top reasons people love Nanaimo, and preserving this for the future is essential to the community. People feel that Nanaimo has a waterfront identity, and we should be doing more to connect with and celebrate our spectacular waterfront. We are, for the most part, ready to embrace a greener future, making choices to reduce impacts and protect our natural assets. But changing our behaviors to make greener choices will come with some challenges. Many are ready to embrace a shift from our more traditional suburban roots to more urban living and value the idea of having more cultural and entertainment opportunities and more access to the services we need. But we also worry about changing too much, too fast. The community views our role as Vancouver Island's central hub as an opportunity and wishes to build on this through our transportation connections, economic development, and continuing to build a great Nanaimo identity. We wish to become a more inclusive and equitable community that responds better to the values and needs of all. We are keen for mobility choice with more options, but we're still coming to terms with what it might mean to become a less car-oriented community. We are really concerned about rising costs and the challenges our community is facing around affordability. We wish to be a more supportive community and are frustrated by the increasing social challenges that Nanaimo is facing. We wish to attract and maintain great businesses that not only provide jobs, but good jobs and green jobs. We strongly value our existing neighborhoods and wish to maintain them, even as our city becomes more urban. And we need to do more to create the vibrant, engaging downtown core that we've been envisioning for many years. This is a snapshot of themes we're seeking to embody within the framework and directions we develop for Nanaimo's future. Phase 2 has presented an opportunity to learn about the donut economics model and understand if and how we can use this framework to plan a balanced approach for Nanaimo. The following summary provides an overview of the draft Nanaimo donut. The Nanaimo donut is a draft framework, a way of organizing how we plan for Nanaimo's future in a balanced and integrated way. It challenges us to consider, how can our city be home to thriving people in a thriving community while respecting the well-being of all people and the health of the whole planet? So why a donut? Nanaimo's donut is based on a theory created by Kate Raworth called donut economics. This theory is getting global recognition as a way of thinking that will allow humanity to thrive in the 21st century. It takes many of the things that we're doing already and organizes them in a holistic and balanced way. So what is in Nanaimo's donut? The outer circle of Nanaimo's donut represents our ecological ceiling. Respecting ecological boundaries means living within our means, minimizing the harm we do to the natural environment, and maximizing the amount of ecological benefit that we give back. The inner circle represents our social foundations that are needed for the people of Nanaimo to thrive. Improving our social foundations means addressing shortfalls and creating opportunities for all. In the center is the sweet spot, representing the space between our ecological ceiling and social foundations. It's the place we wish to occupy. It is here that we are meeting the needs of all while respecting the limits of our environment. This is where we will thrive. The Nanaimo donut will help us to make informed choices, encouraging us to carefully consider how each decision allows us to live within our ecological ceiling while supporting our social foundations. It is a framework for thinking in an integrated way about Nanaimo's future. The framework is supported by 5 draft goals organized around the donut's key components. The goals are intended to integrate the themes from Phase 1 community input, coordinate and align with the framework, and build on our existing plans and strategies. They'll be used as our basis for organizing our planning directions going forward. The following summaries introduce each goal. Green Nanaimo is about how we can support the lands, air, and waters that sustain us. It is about advancing our collective knowledge, living in harmony with our environment, and responding to the impacts of climate change while protecting people, businesses, and infrastructure. It means making decisions that prioritize a resilient and regenerative environment, moving us towards a city that gives back to our natural world rather than taking from it. A Green Nanaimo recognizes and embraces its role as a sustainable city that helps maintain the naturalness of our larger region and beyond. A healthy Nanaimo is about both the well-being of our residents and the livability of our city. It is about creating a community for all of us. A healthy city means that all people have the opportunity to access and maintain a good standard of living, regardless of their life stage, family composition, or socioeconomic status. Nanaimo envisions a city where a person can live an entire lifetime, finding comfort and happiness in a safe and secure home and having access to healthy food. A healthy Nanaimo is where people do not go unhoused or hungry. It is a city where we can all thrive. A connected Nanaimo allows people to easily access what matters to them. Our connections are how we experience our community. Everyone needs to get around, and we should have safe, equitable, and enjoyable options to do so. Complete, compact neighborhoods that provide daily needs closer to home allow people to choose more walking and cycling. A well-linked multimodal transportation system provides choices about how we travel through our city and beyond. A connected Nanaimo means access and mobility for everyone. An empowered Nanaimo feels welcoming and safe to all those who choose this city as home. Together, we are actively making progress towards reconciliation. It's a recognition that we are all different, and these differences make our community interesting, innovative, and vital. Our differences affect our experiences, and by embracing diversity, we are building our community spirit. It's about hearing each voice in civic life, through effective engagement and public process. In an empowered Nanaimo, everyone can find their place in the city's diverse social fabric and contribute to our community's future. An enabled Nanaimo is about attracting and maintaining great businesses and institutions that provide good jobs, places to shop, and opportunities that keep our city thriving. By enabling homegrown ideas, talent, and businesses, while welcoming new investment from around the world, we will advance our city's prosperity. Enabling Nanaimo involves harnessing our unique assets and communicating them in a way that really calls to people, embracing and building upon what makes Nanaimo special. An enabled Nanaimo is known as a great place to live, to work, and to experience.